Hey everybody, Skull Queen here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. I am super excited about today's video. I'm sure you can tell by my surroundings, but I've completely wiped out this graveyard and today I'm going to be rebuilding it. I've been wanting to do this for a little bit now, especially because everything that was in this build was a 1.0 item and I just wanted to rework it a little bit. As you can see, I've kind of kept the bones the same. I didn't really move any of the trees or bushes. I picked up a few of the bushes, and the pathing I've also left where it was because this I did like how it looked and I want it to be able to flow from all the way from the resident services to the stairs here and then up to Lucky's house. Lucky's house I did decorate off camera, so I like how this turned out, and I just want the graveyard to kind of match this a little more. I'm planning on including some of the big vine items and more of the glowy moss items. And you can see here, I have an entire pocket full of new and old items to use. I really just picked up everything and then I dumped most of it on the beach down here, so I'll show you. I have a huge hoard of flowers from this graveyard. They were getting out of control. Literally out of control. So it'll be good to get all of these cleared out. And all of the items are all over here, so you can see that we have plenty of options for our graveyard. And in my inventory now are more of the bigger items that I want to start out with, and then we have more of the decorative accessory kind of items over here. And of course some glowy moss to include. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this build started. Okay, my main idea when starting out this build was to start out with the larger items that are going to take up more space, and then fill in with the tombstones and decorative items, and finally the flowers and glowy moss. So first I'm starting out with these giant vines, trying to make them balance between the left and right side and make them as spaced out as I possibly can. This cliff here on the left is really small and awkwardly shaped, so that did give me quite a bit of trouble, which I'm sure you'll notice later on in the video. I'm also sprinkling in some of these decayed trees, and I also had a silo and some larger items that are in this first batch of my inventory. Then I decided I wanted custom designs underneath the decayed trees, so I'm adding these now. And you'll see here too that I'm adding some custom designs underneath the giant vines, and I will be back once I start placing some more of the smaller items. While this is playing, I wanted to ask your guys' idea on what my next island theme should be. I have three main ideas in my head right now. My first one is a post-apocalyptic zombie dystopia. So kind of zombies have taken over a city and now it's just abandoned. My second idea is hellcore. So I figured I could make the entire island hell and just have lava floors and kind of fire burning everywhere. I think that one would be really cool. And my final idea is a dark enchanted fairy tale, kind of like a fairy tale that went evil. But that is kind of similar to this island. The only difference really would be a lot more waterscaping. I kind of want it to be really swampy. And yeah, those are my three ideas, so let me know what your favorite is. Okay, now that I've picked up some more items, I'm gonna start sprinkling those around along with these skeleton custom designs that I really wanted to be prevalent throughout the build. So you're gonna see quite a few of those being placed, and then I'll move on to more of the accessory type items. I really do like all of the illuminated different varieties that we have, and I like to place also a custom design under pretty much any of the lamps or candles or any Nova lights or anything like that that I put down. I just really think that it adds a lot of dimension and interest to some otherwise boring snow. This time around when building my graveyard, I wanted to stagger the directions that the tombstones were facing. Last time I had them all facing vertically and it looked nice, but I think having them staggered, even some facing backwards, really added a lot more dimension and I loved how it looked. And it's also way more natural. And finally moving on to the flowers and glowy moss. This is where I think every design really comes to life and nothing really looks complete until you add a few flowers in my opinion. So you can see I'm sprinkling plenty of those around, especially because this is a graveyard after all and I had to use the black flowers of course. And I don't know if you've noticed, but my shovel broke so I had to go buy a pink one. Totally not the vibe. Okay, you guys, this build is officially done, and let me just say this whole area came out so much better than I could have imagined. We started out up here with layering the two arches. We have a lot of the new items such as the vines, the pillars, we added some decayed trees, we have glowy moss balloons and the creepy skeletons. And I do like how I kept the original flow and pathing of the area and just kind of added to it. I also think that changing the directions that the headstones lay in really does add a lot more dimension. And the new items mixed with the old, especially all of the illuminated items, this is just one of my favorite areas on this whole island, and I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. Alright everybody, that is gonna do it for today's video. Let me know what your favorite part of the build is, and if you like content like this, please consider liking and subscribing so you can see more videos from me in the future. I will see you in the next one. Bye!